Hey cat lovers, and welcome back to another video. Tortoiseshell cats, also called torties, are popular felines known for their unique coat coloring. Tortoiseshells are cats with bicolored coats and little to no white markings. Typically their coats are made up of reddish orange and black patches. However, there is much more to torties than just their unique appearance, which you'll soon learn. If you enjoy this kind of content, subscribe to the channel for more cat videos. Now let's discuss 10 amazing facts about tortoiseshell cats. Number 1. Almost all tortoiseshell cats are female. One of the most interesting facts about tortoiseshell cats is that almost all are female. It is extremely rare for tortoiseshell cats to be male. In fact, only around 1 in 3,000 tortoiseshell cats are male. This means that 99.9% of tortoiseshell cats are female. There is a scientific explanation for this, and it has to do with the genetics of the tortoiseshell coat. The coloring and patterning of a cat's coat are linked to its X chromosome. The gene for orange has two variations that may present, orange and non-orange. Male cats have one X chromosome, so they will be either orange or non-orange depending on their genetics. Female cats, on the other hand, have two X chromosomes. During development, female cat embryos undergo what is called X inactivation, which means that one of their X chromosomes is randomly turned off in each cell. This means that some of the cells will express one color, while others will express the other color. So female cats can express both orange and non-orange at the same time. This results in tortoiseshell patterning. Since male cats can only express orange or non-orange, but not both, they can't have a tortoiseshell coat. That is, however, unless they have a genetic mutation known as Klinefelter syndrome. Male cats with this condition have XXY chromosomes instead of XY chromosomes. Since these male cats have two X chromosomes, they too can express non-orange and orange at the same time. However, because of their genetic condition, they are almost always born sterile. Number 2. Tortoiseshell cats are named after a material. The unique coat patterns of tortoiseshell cats resemble that of tortoiseshell material. The material is obtained, as the name suggests, from the shells of sea turtles. Tortoiseshell cats, along with some guinea pigs and butterflies, are named after this material due to their striking resemblance in appearance. The material became popularized in Europe during the 17th century and was used to craft all sorts of objects and decorations from jewelry to furniture. It became so popular that its production is largely regarded to be responsible for the critical endangerment of the hawksbill sea turtle. International trade of tortoiseshell was banned in 1977 by CITES, the Convention of International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora. So instead of exploiting turtles, legal tortie designs are now made with dyes that imitate the pattern. And of course, you can always admire the tortoiseshell cat's coat too. Number 3. Tortoiseshell is not a breed. While tortoiseshell is often used to refer to cats, it is not a breed. Instead, tortoiseshell is a cat's coat pattern. Tortoiseshell coats appear in many different cat breeds. Some of the breeds that can have tortoiseshell coats include the British Shorthair, American Shorthair, Maine Coon, Persian, Scottish Fold, and Ragamuffin. Interestingly, tortoiseshell coats can appear in purebred or mixed breed cats. They can also have either long hair or short hair, so tortoiseshell coats can pop up all over the place in many different varieties. Number 4. Torties and calicos are not the same. Tortoiseshell cats and calico cats are often mixed up, or even thought of as the same thing. However, there is a difference between the two, though they do have many similarities. Simply put, tortoiseshell cats have bicolored coats that do not feature white, while calicos have tricolored coats that do feature white. Both calicos and tortoiseshells are almost always female. Those that are male in both coat patterns have the genetic mutation Klinefelter syndrome. In both cases, the males are almost always born sterile. Calico cats are almost always born female because of the same reasons that tortoiseshell cats are. It all has to do with the X chromosome. Calico cats undergo the same X inactivation that leads to both orange and non-orange cells. However, with calico cats, there is another factor in the mix. It's called the spotting gene, and it is responsible for the white patches that distinguish calicos from tortoiseshells. Interestingly, the difference between calicos and tortoiseshells is less linguistically defined in some places. In the United Kingdom, for example, calicos are called tortoiseshell and white, rather than being referred to by an entirely different name. There is also some crossover depending on how much white is present in a coat. Some calicos with smaller white patches are called torticos, while some tortoiseshell cats with white undercoats are called calibes. Number 5. There are different kinds of tortoiseshell coats. Even though the definition of a tortoiseshell coat is a bicolored coat that consists of red patches and black patches, there are variations in tortoiseshells. Tortoiseshell coats are often described as either mosaic or chimera. Mosaic tortoiseshell coats are the most common variation. These coats have two colors mixed in patches, usually orange and black. These patches are distributed throughout the coat and can even mix in some areas. Most people think of the mosaic coats when they think of tortoiseshells. You may also hear people referring to tortoiseshell cats as bridled or patched. These terms refer to the general mosaic patterning. In bridle coats, the colors may be merged, while in patched coats, the colors are in distinct separate patches. The other variation is the chimera. Chimera tortoiseshell coats are more rare and distinct looking. In these coats, the red and black are split down the body. One side of the body will be one color, and the other side of the body will be the other color. Either only the face will be split color-wise, or the face and the body will both be. People often comment that chimera tortoiseshell cats look like two different cat halves were put together. There are also tortoiseshell cats referred to as torbies that are tortoiseshell cats whose coat features the striped pattern of a tabby cat. Number 6. Edgar Allan Poe was a tortie lover. Tortoiseshell cats have been capturing the hearts of people around the world throughout the years. One of those people is the esteemed American writer Edgar Allan Poe. Poe was known for his love of cats, tortoiseshells in particular. Poe's beloved tortoiseshell, Katerina, was by his side for years until the author passed away in 1849. Katerina is said to have passed just a short time after. Reportedly, the author and his tortie companion had a very close bond. Katerina is even thought to have been a muse to the author. One of his most famous works, The Black Cat, as well as an essay titled Instinct vs. Reason, A Black Cat, are said to have been partially inspired by Katerina, whose coat was primarily black. Today, Katerina's legacy lives on through a kitten who bears her namesake at the Poe Museum in Richmond, Virginia. Katerina II, along with her siblings, who are appropriately named Edgar and Pluto, the name of the cat in The Black Cat, still reside at the museum today. Number 7. Tortoiseshell cats may have tortitude. Tortoiseshell cats are known for their fiery and commanding personalities, so much so that the term tortitude has been coined in reference to their spunky demeanors. Cats with tortitude may be more energetic, engaging, bold, or even aggressive. While there is little evidence that coat color contributes to personality, many tortie owners will report that their cats definitely have tortitude. If you have a tortoiseshell with tortitude, let us know in the comments section. A study was conducted at UC Davis Veterinary Medical Teaching Hospital in 2015 to determine if there was any scientific proof that linked coat color to personality. The lead of the study, Dr. Elizabeth Stello, suggested that the genetics that determine coat color may also play a role in determining personality, but there is not any conclusive evidence to say for sure. More research will be conducted in the future to definitively rule whether or not tortitude is a real phenomenon, but for now, we'll just have to rely on anecdotal evidence. Number 8. Tortoiseshell cats have varying lifespans. Just like tortoiseshell cats are often mistaken for a breed, it is also a common misconception that the tortoiseshell coat can impact health or lifespan. This is not true, except for the case of male torties, and even then it isn't necessarily the tortoiseshell coat that affects health and lifespan, but rather the genetic condition that produces the coat. Those who have Klinefelter syndrome, including male tortoiseshell cats, may have a decreased lifespan due to their disposition to serious health conditions. A female tortoiseshell cat's health and lifespan can be much more attributed to its breed than its coat. Most cats across the board have a life expectancy of about 14 years. There is no evidence to show that coat color has any impact on longevity or health. Rather, factors like breed, quality of care, and genetics are primarily responsible for determining lifespan. As a bonus fun fact, a tortoiseshell cat named Flossie, who lives in the UK, holds the Guinness World Record for the oldest living cat as of 2023. She is 27 years old. Number 9. Tortoiseshell cats are common in folklore. Tortoiseshell cats have been recognized for generations worldwide as very special cats. Much of the folklore surrounding tortoiseshell cats dates back centuries. The Khmer people, one of the oldest ethnic groups in Asia, believed that tortoiseshell cats were born from an ancient goddess. Supposedly, the first tortoiseshell cat was born of the divine goddess's blood and emerged from a lotus flower. In Japan, tortoiseshell cats were thought to have supernatural influence and the ability to ward off ghosts. Oftentimes, sailors in Japan would bring tortoiseshell cats onto their ships to protect them from wandering spirits at sea. Tortoiseshell cats were also thought to protect households from evil spirits and ghosts. In Europe, there is a lot more folklore surrounding tortoiseshell cats. According to English superstition, rubbing a tortie's tail on a wart will cause it to disappear. These are just a few examples of the many appearances that tortoiseshell cats make in local folklore around the world. Number 10. Torties are symbols of luck and wealth. To expand on the folklore surrounding tortoiseshell cats, torties are also associated with luck and good fortune around the world. In many different cultures, it is thought that by bringing a tortoiseshell cat into your house, you will in turn bring good luck and prosperity. In the United States, tortoiseshell cats are known as money cats. This means that these cats will supposedly bring an influx of money and affluence to those that they are near. In the United Kingdom, it is similarly thought that tortoiseshell cats will have a positive effect on a household's finances. Those in Ireland believe that the mere presence of a tortoiseshell cat, regardless of whether or not it is part of a household or not, is a sign of good luck. This belief stems back to the time of the ancient Celts who lived across Europe. They thought that torties, particularly male torties, were good luck charms. In many cultures, a tortoiseshell cat appearing in one's dreams means that good things will happen to that individual soon. Maybe it's because of their unique coats that tortoiseshell cats are seen as lucky in so many different cultures, or maybe tortoiseshell cats are just lucky. As you now know, tortoiseshell cats are fascinating animals. Torties have plenty to offer and they make great companions. From their unique genetics to their fun folklore, it's no surprise that torties have been beloved cats for centuries, and they will no doubt continue to win over people's hearts for centuries to come. So, which of these facts about tortoiseshell cats did you find the most interesting? Let us know in the comments below. Also, if you learned something new, please click that like button because it helps other cat lovers find our content. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next Catterday for another video.